Hello everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. That's a very long introduction sentence. I might just call this KOTOR 2, or maybe the Sith Lords, I don't know. Probably stick to Knights of the Old Republic 2, really. Anyway, I can rig the hyperdrive, so I can hopefully get the Ebon Hawk to that mining station and fix it there, because maybe everyone will still be alive, or at least some people might be alive.
Success! The hyperdrive is online. Primary power is restored. Only one step remains. Return to the galaxy map in the cockpit and travel to Paragus.
Very good, very good. I would have thought I could gain a level up here if I did all the side stuff, but maybe I would have to do more of those fighting random droid things. I don't know. Anyway. The galaxy map is also at the very same location it used to be.
You can now plot a course to the Paragus mining station. To dock with Paragus, left-click on the Paragus planet to select it, and then left-click on the travel button.
So just like in the last game. With the galaxy map, we obviously don't have many options at this point, but we will later on. This appears to be a planet that's being heavily mined, so I guess that's why it's kind of got a large chunk bitten out of it, I guess. Okay, so let's travel to Paragus 2.
Sensors show the door to the storage compartment is being sliced. There is someone, or something, else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Okay, let's check it out, I guess. Is it combat time? Probably not, right? No! It's our best friend! The nicest of all the droids. I think this is us being healed. Mysterious voice in my head. The only thing you missed in that pre-rendered cutscene, by the way, was the fact that this mining station is inside a inside an asteroid, basically. That's all we've seen so far. So that's where it's my Kolto tank. It's where I come from. I don't think I need to heal myself. I am at full health. This bar here, if it's completely red, I think that means full health, basically. I don't have any weapons or anything else, so I can always return here and heal myself in that tank, I guess. This place doesn't appear to be in particularly good shape. This is a locked door. This is an open door. Medical bay container. I will go for this. I was apparently quite severely hurt. Lab station. Okay, so this is, I would guess, similar to the workbench. I can break down stuff here into these chemicals, and then I can use chemicals to build, by the looks of it, implants and healing items and such. Okay, so very similar to the workbench, but just using a different resource, essentially. Medical computer. Access the logs.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the Kolto tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
Okay, let's access the second log. This might be interesting. 15 is from 2 days ago. So 3 days ago basically is when that first log was made that we just saw.
Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially Corta, are already another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the Kolto tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics.
I would suspect that HK-47's destroy everything protocols have been activated and he's just running rampant now. I would suspect that's what happened because, well, that's what he does. He sort of destroys things. In a lovable, friendly, good-mannered way, but he still destroys things. He's a murderer. If that makes sense, calling a droid a murderer.
Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them, and moved them down to maintenance. But we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Yeah, sounds interesting. I'm not sure if it was HK-47, but if it was, he certainly knows how to do his job. Let's check the life signs. I have survived, everyone else is dead. Okay. Let's access the treatment. I can... All subjects being treated for severe plasma burns. Last treatment request resulted in death for all life for all subjects except patient number 3, who was reduced to minimal life signs. Check the last treatment request. A lethal dose of sedatives was administered to all the tanks, including number 3. There is no record of who ordered the treatment. So someone tried to kill everyone. Yeah, that would be very bad if HK-47 tried to kill us. It means he's completely lost his connection to his master, which is not good. Let's try to attempt... we don't have any respect, so you can't do that. I can unlock the storage room for no spikes, so that's okay. I can unlock the door to the morgue, maybe. Access the medical inventory. Okay, so that's just telling me about that workbench thing. Okay. I believe that's about it. In here we find chemicals and 2 medpacks. Now this component and chemical based crafting system, it sounds interesting, especially it would allow the game to give us half a medpack, or just, as you've seen, we can just get chemicals which we can use to make a variety of items, giving us more options, I guess. And here are 2 corpses. This is the one of the woman aboard the Ebon Hawk. She appears to be a Jedi. But we don't quite know how she died. Anyway, she was old, so no worries. And this corpse has a plasma torch in it. Oh, she's not dead.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead?
Your voice. I heard it as I floated in the Kolto tank.
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
So you can touch minds and feign death. Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
Last thing I remember, I was on board a Republic ship, the Harbinger. And we did not see this in the cutscenes. This is new to me as well, by the way. So, what happened to it?
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
I am no longer a member of the Jedi Order, apparently.
Your stance, your walk, tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
Apparently we have a troubled history. I really don't know about the backstory to this, so I guess we have a troubled history.
So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now.
So I know how we got here, but I guess we can ask anyway.
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Why do we need to leave?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
You seem nervous. Is there something wrong?
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
So much for safety. Is there anything else I should keep an eye out for?
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
Do you have any idea who, or rather how, the other patients in the medbay were killed?
I do not know. Why did they spare you?
They didn't. I got the same dose but survived.
Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious.
You seem to know a lot about Jedi techniques.
And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy.
Okay, I'll return soon to make sure you're alright.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and attempt to center myself.
I'm wondering if she's also a Jedi. I've taken my first steps on the path to the light side. Heroic acts and charitable responses to others will elevate you further, bringing you more in touch with the light side of the Force and its higher mysteries. Cruel or selfish actions will reverse this, causing you to fall to the dark side. I will, just like last time, be playing as a full-blown mega nice guy, so going right for the top of this light bar here. I think this is... I'm not sure if I'm thinking of this game, but I believe you basically, the higher your light side is, the less you get for doing something nice, because it's sort of, you're already quite good and there's diminishing returns if you keep doing good things, I believe. And if you're doing something opposed to your current setting, I guess, it gives you more of a penalty. So if I was very, very evil and I did something nice, it would push me up further than if I was very nice and did something nice. And I think it works the same in reverse as well. I might be thinking of a different game here though, so don't necessarily take my word for that. That woman's called Kreia, and she's apparently just meditating now. She looks kind of Jedi-ish. I did find a plasma torch, which I can probably equip as a weapon, right? Physical damage and a 1 to 6 damage bonus of fire. I think the game is still working on a dice roll-based system. Okay, let's try to bash this door open, because we have no other options. And that worked. There appear to be a bunch of corpses here. Maybe one of them has some clothing on it that I can take. Okay, we've got a vibroblade. Interesting. Here would be a broken droid, which we can probably salvage for some items. And instead of this random thing, I will equip a vibroblade now. Which is probably a little better as an actual weapon. Okay, there's one door here. Probably not going to be able to open this.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to contain the explosion.
Okay. Actually, before I go, let me just quickly check gameplay maps, key mapping. Where is my quick save and quick load? Okay, I want quick load to be set to F9 and quick save to be set to F5. I don't know why they have these random default settings, but there we go. Quick saving still works very quickly, and I will crit strike this guy. Expect me to miss a lot. And as I've said before, I don't know why I'm no longer a member of the Jedi Order and what's happened there and all that. I appear to be in trouble a little bit, so I'll use a med pack. Okay, and we're fine again. Very, very good. The camera seems to be a little nicer to me now that I've gotten used to it ever so slightly, and I think it works better on a tall character like mine. I think T3M4 was just a little too small to work well with the camera. Okay, more damaged mining droids. We still have these cool animations when I'm dodging attacks and all that. Quite cool. As you can see, I'm actually, dodging the attack, because I actually get a dodging animation and all that. It's pretty cool. And I would just like to point out that in a lot of modern games, what you get instead is a sort of a little text floating up over your head saying dodge. And that's about it, so it's nice that they took the time to make proper animations and all that. Still have no clothes, but who cares? Standard clothing I could find probably wouldn't actually offer any protection still. Maybe someone here will actually have something I can take. Some more droid parts, which I cannot use myself, of course. An emergency hatch.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
This is just a little bit spooky. Kreia? Try to find some way to open the hatch. Well, it is odd that the emergency hatch hasn't opened, considering the circumstances. There may be a way to open it if you could get to an access terminal. Okay, so I can't open it from here. But of course, since we're fairly early on, I guess it'll be pretty linear in this tutorial section at least. I don't know what I just found. No, it looks like I just found the security tunneler. Let's check this locker then. Without a security ability, I'm reduced to trying to bash it open, which, wow, that takes a long time. But really cool combat animations, I have to say. Which we get to see now because I keep missing that security locker. Oh, that was a nice lunge and a nice slash here. That's also a cool move. How many are there? Maybe 4 or 5 different animations? Okay, lots of things are broken. That's the only thing I can do here. The others are not actually interactive objects. Yep, I can use the mouse to select targets, I know that. Let's check the security desk. Access remote, check security records.
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
My guess is still HK-47. Do I just... Okay, pressing E toggles me through the interactive objects currently in my vicinity. Should keep that in mind. And...
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
What? What?
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
With Krea's help, you have gained passive precognition power. With this when this power is triggered, you should save your game. Okay. This probably tells me that there will be a difficult fight up ahead. But I now have ion grenades, so I can just throw these.
Ah, you hear it. It is fate, but it is there.
Okay, what's happening?
It is the Force you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
But it doesn't feel like it did. It feels like it is coming from across a great distance.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Gaining experience will slowly re-establish your connection to the Force. Go to the level up screen to choose your Force abilities. Okay, so I don't know what happened that I am so estranged with the Jedi Council and the Force and all that. I guess the game might tell me eventually. Anyway, let's go for a level up. What did happen, I've noticed, is that it switched around the sides. It used to be my party member selection menu was down here and items and such were on this side. It's now switched. Doesn't really matter. Okay, I've been granted the following feats this level: Unarmed Specialist and Force Sensitive. I think the feats are still just fixed per level up. I don't believe it depends on what you do. So, yeah. Skills, obviously Persuade gets a point, and then I have 2 remaining points still, so I can go for more awareness and a little bit of repair. Powers. I am now going to be able to use the Force again. Yep. I know you probably expected this from the way I was playing the last time around, but buffs. I don't know if they're still as strong as they were last time, but I'm going for them anyway. Okay, I can actually spec Battle Meditation now, supposedly. Wow. Very powerful. Very, very powerful. Cool. I'm just hoping we get Bastila back. Spent so much work in the first game, you know, making it so that I don't have to kill her. But, I don't know. I guess we'll see. And that's my level up. Left-click the mouse to activate a friendly Force power. Select the first icon on the action menu. Some Force powers affect only the Jedi, others affect the entire party. Do I still get a... yeah, I still get the blurry screen effect. It's not good. I'll see how that works out with the files in the end. I guess, well, it might just mean that less videos will be uploaded because I have to make the files bigger to make it look okay. We have the stealth field generator and some other stuff. Medpack and ion grenades, which are strong against droids, which is why I used them. Making this fight, which was supposedly difficult, actually quite easy. I like the design of these droids, by the way, they look quite cool. Even though it is funny that I keep missing a footlocker. I mean, I think I'm the character from the first game, just sort of 5 years later, I believe. Things that's about the time that this game is set. Broken item and iron grenades, oh well. Still haven't found any clothing. And there's a damaged mining droid. Okay, there's another one. And there appears to be a third one over there. And so this big rock thing in the middle, by the way, is just an artifact due to the fact that this mining base has been drilled into an asteroid. Okay, and there's another one. Cool, cool. Oh, and yet I'm just using crit strikes like last game. I might go to a different standard attack, but the crit strike is actually very useful, so... This door appears to be pretty much locked, right?
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read.
Okay, so this appears to be a prisoner.
But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
At least he looks like a prisoner. Okay. There was a security console somewhere here, I think, right? Something I could access? That's going elsewhere. Anything here on the main controls? Doesn't look like it. Emergency supplies. Well, this is an emergency. Oh, another damaged mining droid. Take my crit strikes. These guys aren't so strong that they require the use of grenades if there's only a single one of them. Could have sworn I saw a console on my way in, but it doesn't look like it. I mean, I saw lots of random geometry that apparently is fairly broken. I saw lots of, you know, things that are consoles, but not actually interactive objects. I'll do the rounds back here, just so I've got the map uncovered. Haha. Don't think I can get in there yet. Probably will need to disable... Or can I? Don't think so, right? No. It has been magnetically sealed. Then let's try going up this way first. We're still getting used to certain features of the game, but... Docking door? Locked. Okay. It will open when a ship docks with the facility. I mean, I expect it to be that just as we fix everything and the ship is ready, we will be attacked because the Sith that have been probably attacking us will be back in action and attacking us, but... Oh well, another damaged mining droid. Okay, that was easy. Supply cylinder with a few components in it. Nothing else to be done up here. I think the only door I have left now actually is this one.
Emergency lockdown is in effect.
Okay. So there has to be something I missed, some console or other. Maybe... Maybe here? There's something else I can do with the security desk? Access remote camera controls. Main security office. No, that's the storage room. Main security office, that's where I am. Communications blister. Okay, so that's where I should probably... Oh wait, did that? Emergency hatch, okay, so that's not actually doing anything to the emergency hatch, it's just giving me the camera view. Okay. That communications blister, the guy in the hologram said he had some sort of trigger set up there. I guess what I'll do is I'll make a cut here, and next episode I'll continue with this station, place, thing, I don't know. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.